Chris Cooley, and I'm a student here at University of Advancing Technology, and I'm pursuing a degree in Advancing Computer Science. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about my time with UAT, some of the learning objectives that I've set up for myself, as well as some of the successes that I've had so far while I've been with UAT. I have three primary learning objectives while I'm attending this university. The first being to broaden or increase my student and professional network by at least 15 individuals within the next 6 months. I think everybody can agree that communication is everything in any industry, and getting things accomplished is often tied to who you know. Second, I want to utilize the programming skills that I gained from attending this university to reduce a false positive rate that I've been struggling with in one of my personal automated data research projects by at least 25% in the next year. I intend to primarily achieve this through machine learning algorithms. Third and lastly, I intend to develop and distribute a social media research and monitoring best practices guide for law enforcement and private investigators by the end of next year. This has been a long-standing project of mine, and attending UAT will help me greatly in accomplishing this goal. As I stated before, I've only studied one course at this university this year. Communication and Technology, as taught by Associate Professor Gavin Regenhart. Throughout the course, Mr. Regenhart, or Sensei as he prefers to be called, guided us through multiple facets of effective communication skills in the technological field, including briefing, resume creation, and collaborative content delivery by means of marketing through a Kickstarter exercise. I think, although the course was only 5 weeks long, I believe I can speak for the entire class when I say that he proved to be an invaluable asset to student success in this class. I'm only disappointed that I cannot have him as an instructor throughout the rest of my time here at UAT. I want to talk to you a little bit today also about online success at a university. I can't point out any particular success in my personal success throughout this course, only because I haven't been here that long. But there's about 5 things that I believe are pretty critical to maintaining online success while attending any type of online university. The first is persistence. Students who succeed are those types that are willing to tolerate technical problems, but they want to seek help when needed. They want to work hard every day on every class, and they prevail through challenges. I think online learning requires an independence, internal motivation, responsibility, and a very distinct level of maturity. I think effective time management is also pretty critical. I think everybody can agree that the flexibility of online learning is great, but it can also be a drawback to students who procrastinate and are unable to commit to a study schedule or can't even complete assignments without daily reminders from the instructor. Here are a couple of tips that I think are pretty effective when looking at time management. First, I think you should need to take some time to read your course calendar provided in your instructor's syllabus. Make a schedule, stay organized, and stay healthy. Practicing regular exercise keeps energy levels up, and this results in a more engaged mind, and getting adequate sleep and eating healthy can also help. I think effective communication skills are also pretty critical. Make sure you use the tools that are provided by the university to communicate with your instructors. Myself being in the military, it's a perfect example. I was out during this class for quite a while, and the instructor was able to provide me with a grace period so that I was able to get the coursework accomplished and get a passing grade. These types of communication methods might include email, discussion boards, chat rooms, office hours, even text messaging. Most of the time, instructors want to help you succeed in your classes. And if they don't, then you need to talk to your student advisor. Whenever you're sending an email, make sure you include a subject line. Giving a descriptive phrase pertaining to your message and not just hi goes a long way. Avoid sarcasm, and make sure you acknowledge and return messages promptly. This requires students to check email and course messages for important information often. And always make sure you're using appropriate language. Positive study environments are also a really important thing. Make sure you get some peace and quiet away from distractions and things such as television, family, or roommates. Avoid games. Turn off your cell phone. Consider ergonomics, so make sure, things like the height of your chair, your keyboard, and your screen are all comfortable. And set up good lighting. Lighting in your room should be at least as bright as the computer screen to avoid eye strain. And lastly, uphold academic integrity. Cheating is an act of dishonesty, and that is a really big problem. And plagiarism, we all know what plagiarism is. It's the act of taking or using ideas, work, and writings of another person as one's own. We can't do that. We have to uphold academic integrity if we expect to succeed while attending an online university. So I want to take a couple of minutes and also talk about my success outside of the university. Since I don't have a lot of success stories with just this class, other than I passed, at least I think I did. I started working about a year ago for an organization called the Center for Internet Security, and we're a nonprofit organization funded by Department of Homeland Security to monitor state, local, tribal, and territorial networks throughout the entire country. Within that organization, I work for the Multi-State Information and Analysis Center. Throughout my time with this organization, I learned a lot about cyber, the internet, and technology. Something that I really had a passion about, but really never took a whole lot of time to think about or do anything with. This led to, the foundation of SpiderSec, which I think I've talked about previously in some of my other discussions, and the creation of the Cyber Intel Toolkit. Throughout all of these experiences, I was able to come up with enough courage to apply myself to an advanced technology university and start pursuing my degree in advancing computer science. All of these things I think will help, move throughout my career building these platforms that I want to complete to assist in cyber intelligence throughout the entire country, which is something, quite honestly, that I never thought that I would ever be anytime in my life. At this point, I have taken up way too much of your time, so I want to leave you with this. Here's my contact information. Feel free to email me, call me, text me if you ever have any questions. I feel like I can be an excellent resource for anybody that may work in government for anything that's technologically related, cyber related. Feel free to hit me up on Facebook too. My Twitter and my LinkedIn information are right here. I really appreciate working with every single one of you throughout this course, and I hope that as we pursue our educational goals, that we get to work together in the future. Thanks everybody, and good luck out there.